every woman's pain is valid. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't matter if your pain is only 1 day a month or if it is all month or 5 days, 10 days, it doesn't matter. Every woman's pain is valid. What I see a lot in the endometriosis Facebook groups is women saying things like, oh, well, my pain's not as bad because it's not as bad as the other women's. And, you know, it's valid. Your pain is valid, and you deserve to be pain-free, just the same as the next woman who has more pain or less pain. It's valid. Every woman's pain is valid. So I got into this because, well, initially I was a dancer, and then I started studying human movement because I actually enjoyed the dance side of things. That's why I got into it. And then I finished my degree and fell into personal training. It just seemed to be the natural progression. And I loved working one-on-one with clients and helping them achieve their goals. And I got to a point though where I felt like I understood the exercise component of things, but I didn't understand too much about the nutrition. And I wanted to be able to provide that service to my clients as well. So I studied to be a naturopath. And so initially, becoming a naturopath was an add-on to my personal training to be able to provide the nutrition side of things and help them in that way. And then through my own journey with endo, I just became really passionate about it because I understood personally how women can suffer and how much it can affect women financially and socially and physically and emotionally. And I'm just passionate now about helping women with the same thing from both sides of it, the nutrition side of it, as well as the exercise and fat loss side of it. I'm active in online groups, and when I speak to women, I find that they join the groups because they want the support so that they don't feel alone, and which is really good. However, it's almost like going down a rabbit hole because the women in those groups are struggling, and it's good to know that you're not alone. However, there are other women that are out there in the world that aren't on those online groups who are living with endo, who live normal, healthy, happy lives, doing what's most passionate to them without endo having, endo being a constraint on their life or endo driving their lives. I want to mention that because I want to give you hope that it doesn't always have to be the way that it is in those online groups. There is another way to have endo and to live as well. I want you to know that with endo, you can have the body that you want. You can lose weight, and you can have the goals that you want. It doesn't have to restrain you. There is another way. Just before my sister got married, both her and I did a 12-week program that was exercise focused and nutrition focused, and the goal was to get to a certain weight percentage, and I just really struggled with it. A lot of the other women had, I stuck to it. I did the nutrition. I didn't have any cheat meals, no alcohol, no sugar, and did all the exercises, didn't miss the training sessions that were set. And I just didn't get the results that the other women did, including my sister. And it got me down because I thought, how can I be doing everything that is actually set out in this program and then just not get the results? And on top of that, I was also having like a lot of pain issues as well. I was sore all the time, even from like week 1 all the way through to week 12, and which made it really, really hard to exercise. And I just couldn't figure out what was going on. And it wasn't until later that I realized, after my diagnosis, that it was the endo, that it was just causing all this inflammation in my body. And even though I was trying to fuel my body with the nutrition that was required and the exercise that was required to lose weight, I hadn't addressed any of the inflammation, and it just kept coming. There was so much inflammation, and it was tough because I felt like I failed because I didn't get the same results as what the other women did. And that's one of the reasons why I'm really passionate about helping women with endo and fat loss, because I understand that. I've been there, and when all the things come together, the nutrition and the exercise and managing the inflammation, then yes, you can lose weight and you can get to your goals and get the body that you want. I worked with a woman who was trying to lose weight with endo, and in just over 2 months, she lost 6 kilos. So things really started to shift. Another woman that I worked with, she was actually a bit further along she'd had surgeries. She'd had the excision surgery, and she was about a year on, and she had a big panic because she thought that endo was actually returning. And we worked together, and we worked out that her issues were actually more related to her bowel. And once we did some gut healing and, you know, put some things in place, then that pain disappeared and she could just, you know, continue on. And the anxiety went away too, because it didn't have anything to do with the endo. It was other issues that were happening. Some questions that are important to ask would be, are they ticking all the boxes of the self-care, number one? So are they sleeping enough? Are they doing things in their daily life that are actually reducing stress? Are they nourishing their body with the foods that are good to reduce inflammation and, you know, to fuel their body for, you know, what they're doing, whether they're really active or they're not active? Do they have the other things, the other modalities in place? So are they regularly seeing a chiropractor or a pelvic physio? Are they regularly seeing, working with a psychologist to address the mood side of things? I guess it's just like a checklist of the things that they want to make sure that they're on top of. And do they have pain, and the locations as well, to work out what it's related to. Could it be bowel? Could it be something to do with the urinary system? Could it be, is it gynecological? Is it muscular? You know, where's their pain and what's happening? Just to tune in to listen to what's going on. So there are heaps of ways that people can work with me. I run a personal training business and work one-on-one with clients, as well as online via Zoom, and I have a online personal training programs as well. And in terms of the endometriosis, I work online, so I can Zoom call consultations wherever you are. And I also have online programs that are related specifically to endo as well. So if any of this resonates with you, then, you know, contact me by email or via my website, or just send me a message on here.